Hi guys, and welcome back to another thrilling installment of Bear Simulator 2016, the greatest game to ever leave Kickstarter. Let's begin. When Akuma made his announcement, everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist! Unlocked for a murder mystery.
What?
Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes,
For example,
indeed.
do you have 100 friends? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't
Now then,
wait. I can't
Please
wait.
get on the elevator. I'll see you down there. Just fuck off with the emoticons. What the hell was that? I don't get it. I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look
I
at
don't
me.
think I'm acting casual.
Don't
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. Who was it? And that person is here? That person is one of us? Okay, I'm gonna say now, if I have to accuse one person, I'm gonna go with Hina. I reckon Hina actually euthanized Sakura under her own request, but it still counts as a murder. That's my thoughts. And Sakura wanted Hina to do it, so that she looked like a blackened. And could escape. And Sakura thought nothing would happen because it would look like a suicide. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower. And suddenly, as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that it's like not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, would the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment? We all know the riddle. A deadly class trial. Yeah, of course I do. Right, got all the shit here. Truth bullets. One Akuma file, rec room door, state of Sakura body. I'm pretty sure I'm confident. I don't have any idea who did this, by the way. Like, before, I feel that the first one was clear cut, second one wasn't, third one was pretty clear cut. This one, I have no fucking clue. Like, I'm actually at a genuine loss. Let's set skills. We got some new skills. Lost in thought. Increase the time limit for each phase. Steadies your aim a little. Effective during non-stop debate. Okay, that's definitely good. Because we have quite a few extra ones now. Because we've been... I know I've got nowhere near the amount, but you know what I mean. Increase bullet capacity. Effective during the bullet. That'd be good, actually. Anything I don't need here. And that's pretty good too, though. Increase damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. That's also very good. That maxes me out. Only lost in thought. Increases the time limit for each... I don't think I need to worry about the time limit from what I've seen, so we'll go without that. Let's go. Class trial. All right.
Let's begin with a basic. If you can, I'll.
No.
We already know who did it.
Whoa! Deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Genocide Jack isn't here technically though.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I wonder if it is Hero.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. It could be Kyoko, but she must have some reason for believing that. I'm gonna rule out Byakuya. I think he's probably innocent until I reckon he'll make his move last. Let's go, shall we?
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Okay.
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Yeah, it's not the only reason.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, and that was right before she died.
That is also true.
So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? I still think Hero's too dumb to kill anyone. Okay.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of
Hero's
them,
gonna say he didn't see
there's
her,
no way
or something like
that's
that.
not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
There's no evidence he didn't do that.
I didn't either.
There's no evidence that she didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Yeah, fuck you.
No, that's wrong.
I don't think it's Hero, but that is wrong.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Jesus Christ.
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
Unless he broke into Hina's room.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
You gonna own up, Hero?
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what
That's
happened
not. That's
to
also
her.
a lie, though.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office.
That's what he
right?
said in his account.
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is...
I got it!
that one.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was... Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
This seems like so obviously him.
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
It's still very odd, isn't it?
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostile.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
Is she aware of what Genocide Jack does?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
There's not actual evidence, though. I think Toko's too obvious.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body...
No, you didn't, because he wasn't allowed to investigate the crime scene.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the
And that's
magazine with
Kyoko
the
framed the
dying
whole thing. I
message
mean,
on
she
it.
is still suspicious, you know.
I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
Maybe Kyoko is like the ultimate assassin or something. That's my guess. And I predict that Kyoko killed Sakura maybe out of, like, she felt Sakura was a traitor or whatever, and it was like a, I don't know, like a pride thing. I don't know, like a sense of duty that she had to kill her, perhaps?
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Oh, fuck off, Hiro. You're an idiot. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying
Let's see if anything.
message.
Let's listen to this once
When
first.
Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine? It was on the shelf.
I can tell
I think I've got to
exactly
absorb
when
the
I
bullet
found
here.
The dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
So that's the bullet,
When
and I
I
use it on
pulled it
Hiro's
out,
first statement.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Yeah, I think so anyway. I could be wrong.
I can tell you exactly when I found the when Ogre's body was discovered.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
That is wrong, Hiro. Suck it up.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
This is bullshit.
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Hiro could have found the body already there and then wrote it.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
I don't think so.
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Why is that? Oh, bullet time. Shit.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Fuck you, Hiro. Fuck you.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
I did it.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Jesus, I actually fucking kicked his ass at a bullet time battle. That went really well. Holy shit, I had the timing. Spot the fuck on,
I'm
guys.
completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
That is true.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
What the fuck? You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, would you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet me as well.
Oh, okay.
Would you like a piece of candy? It might help you give you some energy.
Oh, sure,
And
thanks.
that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm gonna end it today. I'm gonna end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
This is really revelating stuff.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
The blow wasn't the killing blow,
Once it
though.
was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
We're not ready to vote.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So Hiro is not guilty. So what it is that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What do you have to do after writing the message? Where the magazine was hidden? Yeah.
I got it!
Why would he hide
That's
it if he
true.
wanted us to see it?
Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Toko went there and saw the thing and then she hid it herself.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else
It was
must
Toko.
have put the magazine
Because
back
she has
on the
motivation
shelf.
to put it back.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was
It's
written on
Toko,
it.
because she's the only person who stands to lose from it. Toko.
I got it!
Obviously.
It had to be Toko, right?
Yeah.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have...
Because Sakura asked you to.
Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
I reckon it's Byakuya.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. Okay, this is really it's still open book, isn't it? Okay, I don't know which one to use, but we'll see.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby,
Okay,
and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
she was hit twice.
Yeah, just once.
Okay,
After the
So
first
that's the
ring,
body.
bottle shattered.
The body. Okay, I know what to do.
See? Hero really is the killer!
Hero hits Sakura, that's for sure, but it doesn't end there.
didn't want to, but
Did three people swing blades?
And I hit Ogre from behind.
Before she could do
That's
anything.
right, that's wrong.
And you only hit her.
Just once.
There you go, fuck you.
No,
Well, not fuck you, actually, because you're not guilty, but, you know, whatever. Just fuck you anyway, Hero, just fuck you.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Two?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
I don't know how we know that.
How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
I think Toko did
It's
it.
not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious.
Oh, they're
about
different
those
chess pieces. I
bottles.
only just realised this. They're different chess pieces. Ah.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident,
Yeah.
there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
Correct.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
But one of the chess pieces was moved.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken
There's a missing
bottle.
chess piece.
But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottles feel like it's starting to become clear. The connection must be the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding, which is the chess piece. So that's what we have to spell out for this Hangman's Gambit. You want to C first. E. S. P. Where are you? E. There we go, chess piece. Woo!
Now I understand.
It's going pretty well so far, this one. Haven't had any real problems
Chess
yet.
pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
Damn right there was.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
He's got good memory,
That was
Yak.
inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
This is all irrelevant because it's the poison that killed her.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
That's actually correct. I didn't actually think about that.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn.
I still wonder why the
Just
fuck
those
these were
4.
there in the first place. It doesn't make any sense.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing... I don't fucking know. It must be broken, right?
I got it!
Yeah.
The bottle must have been broken,
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Oh, because there was extra bits of thing, and that's why the test was different. Derp-a-derp.
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It's the Monokuma bottle thing. Do we have anything? Monokuma bottles, is that it? Anything else? This.
I got it!
Yeah!
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment.
Because it was extra glass mixed in.
We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So cool. That is so cool.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number.
They did a reasonably good job, I guess, though.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
It can be noted that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in the case. It must have been used by Sakura's second attacker.
I got it! The bottle that was removed
I wonder
from
if
the
all
scene
3 of them
was
attacked
used
Sakura.
the second time
Hiro,
Sakura was attacked.
Toko, and then finally Byakuya with the poison.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
That's interesting.
I'm not afraid to admit when
I
I'm
reckon
wrong.
those 2 both hit her,
That's
but
just the kind of
Byakuya
guy
finished
I
her
am.
off. I think that's what happened.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Toko was hiding in the closet on the inside, that's why there's handprints in it.
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
His brain is shit.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear
She's
to?
in the locker.
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere
That's
to
just a
hide.
fucking massive fucking hint, isn't it? By the way, she's in the closet.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me?
It's not ridiculous at all. Can I save, by the way? I'd like to drop a save here. Seeing as we've been going through the troll for like half an hour or so now. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room, and I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. A new element's been added to bullet time battles, really? Absolutely. So far, you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during a final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Then you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use your coup de grace. Okay, so in this case, it's probably going to be like locker room handprints. Not locker room, the locker handprints. You'll select it the same way during a non-stop debate, simply pressing the Q key or use the mouse wheel. Almost like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Did you say you're halfway through the game? Because that's a long way to go still. Which is fine. I'm enjoying it. The moment of truth.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing.
This is really hard already.
I curse you. you.
Fuck off, Toko, you fucking bitch.
It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. That's enough!
This one.
This should prove it.
Yeah! Well, surprised I did that. I fucked up really bad, but I'd done a lot of damage to her already, I guess. I wasn't really paying attention. Just sort of like freak out in
Did
those.
you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
There we go.
She just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
It's not them then, it's whoever put the poison in.
What do you mean, probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
That is pretty awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
Yeah, I would have just destroyed
when
the
you
magazine,
did,
but still.
You put it back, upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Jesus Christ.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around,
I guess this is what happened here.
there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask.
Yeah, she became Genocide Jill midway through. Huh, you mean...
Guess it's back!
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights!
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
It's sweating. I don't know if I trust Byakuya. I reckon he poisoned
Well,
her.
to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
Yeah, that's not very good for an expert serial killer,
I
though.
want to die for some woman? If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling
Or
from
she wanted
Hiro's
to
attack.
die, maybe?
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
I'm not done yet. I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that
What's
one.
wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do
Hina
this.
did it. Hina's the murderer.
No, not quite yet.
Huh?
If Byakuya did it, he wouldn't have bothered mentioning that then, surely.
Not yet? Why not yet?
That's why she's so adamant.
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is...
I don't fucking know, is the fucking answer. I'm glad it didn't ask me to pick someone, like, dead out of that, because I would have been... I don't fucking know, you know what I mean?
I was just sleeping peacefully.
Let's just listen
And all of a
first.
sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And
Oh yeah,
where
she
did
would have
the
been on the
attack
floor.
take place?
So, the shelf, that's the right one. Oh shit. I thought she said shelf already, what the fuck?
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was... I remember waking up...
You were
Yeah,
taken by
okay, that is
surprise
a
when you
clickable one,
saw
okay.
you smashed her.
You
So the last
And
one
where did the
is...
attack-
Right when I woke up, I killed her there in front of the shelf.
There you go. Just about got that. Yes! Because she died in the chair.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
I reckon Sakura has bigger shoes, by the way, than Makoto, so she probably didn't take the poison herself.
So, you finally noticed.
It's Hina.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
She's starting to cave in. I reckon maybe that Sakura wanted her to kill her, though.
Sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. It's the blood splatter.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it.
There's no way
When
that
I hit her, she
fucking
was sitting in the
Jill could
chair.
move Hina.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
That's a fair point.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
He's enjoying this so much. It's Hina. Look at how much she's getting apprehensive about all this.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be
Sakura
explained.
realized that Hina had poisoned her. She loves Hina, so she didn't want to take the fall, so she barricades herself in the room to make it look like a suicide.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in
No,
there
she didn't,
till
because
everyone
we-
showed up and opened
no,
the
that's not
door?
true.
And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker.
No,
into
because
the
we
room.
saw ourselves. The thing was
No,
open.
I don't think that's possible.
I saw it myself.
I got it!
Yeah.
Even
was open, it was
before we
wide
opened
open.
the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Then where was she
then.
hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
She wasn't in the lock. The room was.
You not know. You killed her.
No, Toko is innocent, unfortunately. Much as she's a complete bitch and Hiro is a complete twat. Neither of them are
I
guilty.
think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still
And why
more
would
to
be
this
if
case.
Byakuya murdered her? Why would he be grassing himself up?
But if
You know?
Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else.
The fact
could
she
have
vomited
killed her.
blood. That's in the.
that's because you're
Is that in the file? I
overlooking
don't know.
vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? The fact she vomited blood. Is there another explanation? Was that? Did we actually find any vomit, or is it only just in the file that says that? Make your argument. The other powder wasn't in the room.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other
That's
than
wrong.
the shot.
Yes.
No, that's wrong.
Hina, you murdering little bitch. I'm sure it's you. I'm sure it's you.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
Maybe Hina was really upset about what Sakura did. She felt betrayed, and that's why she killed her.
In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Sakura asked her to get the drink. She realized she was poisoned, and she still loves Hina. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Bullshit.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
Kyoko's a really interesting character, isn't she?
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
And sexy, sexy dead bodies.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
Yeah, she was.
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
He's such a cunt.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't
It's
possible.
entirely possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from
Yeah,
the
you
crime
fucking
scene.
idiot.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem
And that's
lab
why Hina
that
wanted
houses
to
a
bar them
variety
all.
of mixtures
Oh my
and
god, Hina, you bitch! I'm so fucking mad. I liked
And
her.
that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections.
You found it in A, right?
B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question.
It came from section A. It was section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said
Oh my
that
god, this is so
Section A was
exciting!
for supplements or
I
whatever.
wonder how Hina's gonna die. Drowning?
Strange, isn't it? Why
Am
would
I
there
sick
be a
with it?
bottle of
First thought,
poison
how's Hina
mixed in
gonna
with
die?
all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. But as if the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
It's protein drink.
No! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's a
I'm
protein.
talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out the bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
It went into a protein drink. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely the poison must have been in... Could it be? We all know it was the protein drink already. It's obviously Hina that killed her, by the way. She's been very quiet at the moment, by the way. Yeah, protein drink. So we need T. Right, T? Yeah. E. N. D. I. N. There we go, protein drink.
Now I understand.
What a murdering bitch Hina is. I'm sorry, I'm just like condemning her. She might be completely
Poison.
innocent. This could be like a
Must have
double
been
bluff by
poured into the
Byakuya.
protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched, so the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Hina finds her injured. She's like, oh, let me get you a protein drink. Something at the scene. A protein drink.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
Yeah, he wouldn't expose himself, it's Hina.
No? I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
That would make sense.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
By the footprints in the powder, right? The evidence that shows who switched them, it must be what was found in front of the shelf. Which is one of the last things we found, right? This.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf.
Damn right.
That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
Okay, so that's good. I love the fact we still do this fucking drawing.
In front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
Okay, I guess we'll check the footprints. Oh. Thanks, Hina, for running up.
They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Okay, well, this is certainly a big term for the books. Fuck me. Let's see what happens. Sorry, guys, my recording stopped there for some reason. Then the ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
That can't be true. That's too easy.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers. So the only two people wearing sneakers are... I don't know. Me and Hina?
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Unless Byakuya did something else here.
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
There's something else to this.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I'm not sure. Oh my god.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink, but... when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just... occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then... she downed
Oh my god, you didn't even deny it.
all at once. And
And then...
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close
Byakuya
friend,
did
are
it.
you?
I don't know
You
what to
still
do.
don't get
This
it,
is
do
so
you?
fucking
The
hard.
game we're playing here isn't so kind.
He's very persistent here.
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent.
Also, why was there powder on the floor initially?
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still
Oh my
not
god, it's
convinced.
Byakuya! Oh, isn't the twist?
How many times
It's
do you
another
plan
twist,
to
look how
repeat
angry he's
yourself?
getting.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, that doesn't matter.
Why is she
Just
owning
'cause I'm
up?
guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible.
Unless-
She switched out the mixtures, she's the culprit.
Unless
There's no way
Sakura
you can doubt
asked Hina
this.
to kill her. I still think that's a possibility actually here now.
Are you sure about that?
Because she would be, you know...
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't
What,
fit.
the glass?
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So...
This is so
I
fucking
didn't
weird.
notice I'd left a footprint.
I'm so confused.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
I'm just gonna save the game again, guys, because obviously we're getting into the end straight here, I suspect. And I don't want to fuck this up.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina
Byakuya,
is
shut the fuck up.
culprit.
I reckon it could be you.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
Okay, she knows that.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go
The
on.
footprints don't make sense for that, though.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong
You're a
shelf.
fucking idiot if that's true, and it's not
because
true.
of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison. Then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true... Isn't that a little strange? Why is it
Can
strange?
you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long
Oh, fuck you,
until you're
Byakuya. I
satisfied?
know you fucking murdered her, you fucking murdering cunt. I love the way I've just changed my mind about a million times in the fucking fight for this. Okay, let's go. I'm sorry I skipped dialogue there, but I'm pumped. Okay, so, she can't have walked from C to A. That's the key thing here. But why is that? The footprints. The footprints... If that's the case,
First I went to
that's the only
section
discrepancy it could be.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C
To section A.
That's not true. You can't have done it. Yes! Fuck you.
No, that's wrong.
I'm not trying to, like, save her life now. Why is she trying to fuck us? I don't understand.
You said you went to get the poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose?
Oh no,
to
she's not
disguise
smart
her
enough. Shut the fuck up,
movements?
idiot.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
Now we need a flashback.
I just was a little nervous, so I didn't notice I left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well, even Byakuya seems surprised.
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
So maybe Byakuya isn't.
If you look
What
at
the fuck is
footprints,
going on?
Your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder
It's
had
a suicide.
already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A, so you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Is no one gonna get killed? And Sakura killed herself?
Oh, well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's not
And the
guilty.
footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital
Oh my god,
clue.
Kyoko's trolling the
A
fuck out of
truly
Byakuya
grave
right now.
oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't
Maybe
realize?
I don't know what happened.
Well then,
It must be Sakura did it.
Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Where the fuck do I have to explain it?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I have no idea. The light shard blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. Oh, it must be the window, but how?
I got it!
I don't understand. This is
It's
awesome.
Part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that.
How'd it get in the
So I
fucking
think
glass?
that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to
So,
what Hina told
hang on. If this is a suicide, that's fucking bullshit. It's just cheating. Where was the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, it should have been on section A of the shelf.
I got
Yes.
it. The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Why would Hina want to get us all killed? That's another thing I don't understand.
That bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to
There's
be
got to be some
after
deep
the locked
revelations
room
here as to
was
why
opened.
Sakura did this.
In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked, but how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to
This is
explain
really
that.
weird.
But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best
This
of
is
your
so
ability.
fucking confusing.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Okay?
Here.
Yeah.
We're right at the end of this, I think.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was
So
opened.
Hina planted it there to, I guess, not embarrass her friend. I don't understand what her motivation is.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Oh, for fuck's sake, what is it? Well, I mean, it's going to be the empty protein drink, or maybe the source of the powder. No, we know what it's
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be!
It was in there before?
Yes!
No, that's wrong.
He's getting so mad, by the way.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
So the can was put in there after we got in, like in the chaos.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after
Damn
the window
right.
was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
Does Hina want to die too? Was she like trying to commit suicide
So that's
too?
your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear,
I
hasn't
think
it?
it pretty much has.
As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Let's drop a save here again, because, I mean, I'm saying it's a suicide now, but you never know what can fucking happen. This has changed my mind so many times now.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh my god, he's backing down.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other
Oh,
thing.
for fuck's sake, just get on with it. We know it's her.
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right?
No,
She
it wasn't.
took
It was
and gave
Sakura.
it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
It was Sakura.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
But maybe she discussed it with Hina beforehand?
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you
Oh my god,
lie
she's so
like
fucking
that?
pissed. I don't understand her motive here. It's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. So it was Sakura that spilled the yellow powder. Oh god, another fucking bullet time. Here we go.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
It's so difficult, guys. I'm sorry I'm quiet in these, but...
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
She's not doing anything here. Final strike. Oh my god. Okay, yellow powder.
Do you have any kind of proof?
This should prove
Yes!
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck
I didn't
to
actually
it?
know that, so, you know. I thought we were talking about the yellow powder in the room. I thought we were just saying that she spilled it. I didn't realize there was stuff there. Still, who cares?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing.
That's interesting.
Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
I guess that's where the diagram was important, actually. You didn't even think about that.
Is there
Game,
any
you smart.
problem with
You
my
loyal.
thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed
No, you
her!
fucking didn't.
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura was Sakura. Oh my god. It's kind of I'm kind of mad. This is such a cop-out. Like, I thought if, like, there was an investigation, it couldn't have been a suicide. Where the fuck is the picture? Did I miss it?
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
He's gonna be so pissed off.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because, of course, Sakura wanted to create the lock room.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out
It was
of the
Hina.
room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the
Oh my
more I
gosh, that's so
realize how
boring, actually. I'm
unusual
kind of
your
annoyed.
actions were.
Still, court case complete, I feel. She went and got the others. Yeah, that's such bullshit.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
And then she did it, and then she
Once
got
you were
everyone
at the
else.
chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can.
I wonder why, though.
Thinking
There's
about
going to
it
be
like
some
that,
revelation about
the
Sakura here,
footprints
surely.
make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone.
And then everyone freaks out, so, yeah. Fucking hell.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's
I think, like I said, I think it's a cop-out that we even have a trial if it was a suicide. It doesn't make any sense.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed
She was,
you
like,
for
trying to protect her
death.
friend's pride, I guess.
That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence. And yet,
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No!
You did. It's fucking bullshit. Fuck off. I'm not interested, Hina. Fuck off.
I killed her! I did it!
Go fuck yourself.
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no.
We have to do the
You're
fucking story.
right.
We have to do a storyboard first, guys. That's
We
important.
have to end this properly.
Right, here we go. Storyboard time. Closing arguments. Right. So Hina's put the notes out. Alright, that'll be there. Okay. Then Toko goes and hides in the closet. Or is that her going in or out? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Any other ones that look like it could be? No, I think that's right. We'll soon find out if we're wrong anyway. Okay, I'm going to jump ahead of my gun here. Act 3. Okay, he comes in, he panics, and he smashes the bottle on her head. Is there one? Oh my god, am I expected to remember what fucking chess piece is? I don't know. Do that one first. I don't know. And then he writes Toko in blood on the thing. He runs off. Toko peeks out the locker, sees the note, and she puts it on the magazine rack. Right. The upside down magazine. Yeah. Hina comes to. She faints at the sight of the blood. Genocide Jill comes out. Then hopefully I haven't got those around the wrong way. I probably have, but we've got plenty of health, so that's fine if I do. And then she's round again. She takes the poison, drinks it. Oh, yeah, we all know it's Hina, obviously. I don't know why this is being fucking drawn like that. We know it's fucking Hina. So Act 6, they go through the door. The poison's on the floor. I don't know. Hang on. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. This one goes here. Then someone picks up the protein bottle. The poison bottle, sorry. And then finally... that one, I think? Well, let's just see. Right? Reenact.
Here's exactly what happened.
We'll soon find out if I'm completely wrong or not. I love the drawings of Byakuya in these, by the way. It's fucking
Sakura
crazy.
asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
So she hid in the locker? Cool. All right so far.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Okay.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
I wonder why she was calling them there in the first place.
Next to arrive was Hiro.
He backs
When
into
he
the
got
things.
there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Yes, for the right one.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He
Everyone
took
in
a
this is still very
magazine from the
unpleasant, you
table
know.
And forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
The person he disliked the most.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear,
She comes out. She's like, what the fuck is
she
going
jumped out
on?
of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down.
Okay.
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
Okay. Ooh, why would you say Genocide Jack? Genocide Jill.
When
That's what she
woke back
prefers.
up, her
Should be.
second
Should respect that,
personality
guys.
also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, She grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up
I love the little running away
Monokuma bottle
sort of
shard
animation there.
and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the
And that's why
Kenma.
she said to Heroes that she was going to end it.
She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath.
So everyone's going to survive this though, other than
Later
Sakura,
on,
obviously.
the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
And it was Hina.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking,
And was a
replaced
twat and
with
put
an
it on top of
empty
the glass like a
protein
fucking
can.
idiot.
They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort,
With the big boobs is Hina. But she's not a murderer,
Hina.
so she's going to survive, right? Trial complete!
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth? That even
Because you're
I
not
couldn't
quite as
discern?
fucking smart as you think, Byakuya, right?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
That's interesting. I don't think he's learned his lesson, though. Let's get all our points and see what happens. What the fuck is Monokuma going to say about this? We got 113 coins to spend on pointless shit.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me.
Shut the fuck up, Monokuma.
Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your
I
vote.
don't actually see any levers. They must be on the inside, I guess.
So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be? Monokuma vote time. It's gonna be Sakura. Yeah, guilty of their own death. I guess that's kind of shit, though. I'm not happy with that. Like I said.
Okay.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. We're done here.
What did
So
you
that's
say?
the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try and cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you
And
thinking?
yet you, why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted.
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You
Couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
Serious? That's...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground. In front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jacket attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No!
You tried to protect me but because of me,
I can't
my closest friend got
this.
hurt. Sakura. Because of me. My friends are gonna kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked me to meet with them. Huh? You asked me to meet with those three? You can. Did you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they'll gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina.
Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to us all. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you and wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back.
And that's when she killed herself and walled herself in.
That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized I saw it someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. By the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please.
Let me in! Please open the door!
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had a weakness just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness, that's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And then I just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right now when you're about to deliver the final teacher, but
Hey!
it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion of what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking. Because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What, the Hina already?
Too bad!
Oh, I read that one. It was all me, baby.
It's...
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
What? Ben? You liked me?
Oh, don't say that lie.
It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. You didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... And by filthy, I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the world had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene cuts. So we're in some kind of TV show or movie or some shit.
And?
So then, what did you write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it, using my melodic, angelic, harmonious, and narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of the story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that a mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, this was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. What neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. So that's why, Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic. Or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told, and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However...
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally. Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this because I knew you would try and stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. That is the path I have chosen. This is the only way I've left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something as unpleasant, but I had to leave the rest of you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then you'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try and kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with the fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her, I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina either. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we needed to destroy is you. Nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how it's supposed to go? But anyway, you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat
There's no point in
myself.
participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now I only have one thing to look forward to,
It's all clear.
and that's to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go, and if the Mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
What now? Can you see that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about the good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me
It's
to
the moment
punish
you've all been
you
waiting
guys?
for. Punishment time!
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh heavens no, just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've
What the
got.
fuck is going on?
It's punishment time.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, it's alter ego. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh my fucking god! Well... Monokuma gets the trump card again. And he's still got a mysterious fucking student left behind. Which also makes me think... Why didn't Sakura warn us about that student? Because he definitely said it to her. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go and grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for a post-workout grab, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. It's for the sake of everyone else. I won't be afraid. Altigo's words raced in my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. And you killed him. Is that what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it's got in my way. It was trying to find things out, all sneaky sneaky.
Just as I
So,
thought.
you finally noticed him?
Actually...
No, I knew about him from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew? And you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
I mean, the data in the laptop. It was, I guess, you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey.
So, of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
Altigo wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. But for that, he was killed. The punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that even low can get even lower. That every low can get even lower. Though his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well...
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that,
Uh-huh.
I need you to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript? And I need to read the postscript, I think he said.
Yep.
There's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully we'll act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the Mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing. Which is... the Mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Upsy daisy, that was a close one. Another word, and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. You can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid, is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve.
Finally, Sakura's note.
Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it.
Wait,
Too bad.
Sucks for you, Liza. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the Mastermind. I'm not gonna just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you. But whatever. Who cares about some dead musclehead has to say?
Well...
I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. And you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about it. Think long. Think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. What was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The Mastermind did something to us. Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? That last sentence might be an anagram or some shit. It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The Mastermind did something to our bodies? What are they saying the Mastermind did? What did the Mastermind do to us? I mean, did the Mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try and leave the school, a sensor goes off? And the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
So the class trial is over and Marakuma's gone.
but...
So now, what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there, other than to head back up? Oh yeah, okay. Let's get out of here.
But
Hina might still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not
I
possible.
would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up.
seriously, I'm sorry.
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached the point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try.
Huh?
It totally wasn't normal, right? Did you just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Ball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are, sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish.
More biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse. Give and take me! I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And that's the end of the trial, guys. I don't know how long that was, but it was pretty long. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night stuck up on us. And it's night time.
Soon. Okay then.
I have no idea what's going on still in the main story. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. And that is where we're going to leave this installment of Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc. If you enjoyed, remember to hit that like button. Hope you enjoyed my successful class trial completion. And I will see you guys really soon for more. Have a great day. Bye!